Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. It's time for a spot of royal tea. I'm Joseph Magi, author of playing card divination, fortune telling, the Magi method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Harry's trekking buddy, that he went to the South Pole. So this man is named Jules Roberts. He apparently just committed suicide, and he was only 37. He and Harry trekked the South Pole together. This man, he led the South Pole trekking party. Temperatures below -50 very commonly. Men who went on this expedition with them, they had legs amputated. Some of them went blind. They suffered burns from the cold and post-traumatic stress. Wow. I mean, that is just really extreme. I can ride my bike 50 miles, no problem. And I used to hike 8 to 10 miles every weekend in the mountains for about 10 years. But that's a far cry from this sort of thing. Let's read a bit. Prince Harry is left devastated after his heroic friend who trained him for his South Pole charity trek killed himself, aged 37. They did this in 2013. Prince Harry sent a note and flowers to Jules' funeral in Newcastle-under-Lyme. Sources said the Duke of Sussex was very upset at the shock death of his friend. I mean, he's 37. It shocks me whenever anybody younger than me dies, and I'm 54 now. Like Beth of Dog and Beth just died, and she was younger than me. It's incredible. I think she was 48. So one thing I'm wondering is, why didn't he attend the funeral? Jules Roberts was found dead on August 5th and later cremated in Newcastle-under-Lyme, Staffordshire. It's thought he took his own life, according to the Sunday Mirror. Prince Harry, 34, and the charity chief executive, the guy who passed, were said to have hit it off from the moment they met, and the royals sent a private note to the funeral. Okay. Prince Harry trekked to the South Pole after being trained by Jules in December 2013 with 12 other people, most of whom had been injured in battle. Okay, so these were wounded warriors. Several of the explorers had their legs amputated, while others suffered from blindness, burns, and post-traumatic stress. Okay, I get it. So these wounded warriors, the amputations, the blindness, the burns, and PTSD were not from the trek. It's from war wounds. The trek saw 3 teams from the UK, the US, and the Commonwealth travel a distance of 208 miles in temperatures of up to -50 degrees, all in aid of charity, walking with the wounded. So, this is a pretty cool guy. This Jules Roberts guy, he's a pretty cool guy, and it's really a tragedy. Why, let's do a mini, why did Roberts end his own life at 37? What's going on? I mean, I did read that he is married. I didn't read about any children. Generally, children will keep you around because they're just so delightful. Even if the marriage is going really bad, you still want to stick around for the kids because the kids are just so delightful. They're just so innocent and beautiful. So why did Jules Roberts end his own life? That could be a drug card. So, five diamonds, Jacob's ladder, snake, roses, progressing in the world step by step, snake, too many difficulties progressing in the world, and foundation is roses and the sweetness of life and a nice appearance. Behind is Mother Earth. This can be his wife. This can be also the situation. Olive tree, deeply rooted. On his mind was his marriage and his wife, and blockage and probably drugs, transformation and blockage. And this can also be another woman. It looks like he could have gotten involved with another woman, and it really affected his marriage, and everything just got, really ruined for him. And he runs a charity. Okay, he runs a charity just like Harry runs charities. This guy runs a charity, and his reputation is everything. And if his reputation was ruined, then it can become impossible to have a successful charity, because he's the face of that charity. If you're caught stealing, if you're caught philandering, you pull a Jim Baker, that's it for your charity. That's pretty much it. So was this guy Jules concerned that his reputation was about to be destroyed? Okay, diamond ring, handcuffs, sun. Sun reveals everything. 5, 2 hearts, lovers. Lovers, he's got 3 twos. It's all about a union being revealed. Strength, rooting, and coffin, keeping it in the box, and secrets. Either his marriage was ending, or he has a secret in his marriage. Okay, so he didn't feel that, was his reputation about to be destroyed? Sun reveals all about his marriage. I don't know, but there's not a third party here. Let's look at Harry a little bit. Well, let's ask about this snake. Is this snake another woman? What is this snake? What is this snake? Is this snake another woman? Butterfly, Star of Bethlehem, Executioner, many hands in the city. All right, is this snake another woman? Butterfly, Star of Bethlehem, Executioner, blockage. Here's the blockage. 5 spades. Decision, unilateral decision, return of the lover, and flirtation. The world, all the people, and many hands. 14. He could have been like a Tiger Woods. He could have just been, sleeping around with everybody. He could be kind of that Tiger Woods personality that, he just has an appetite for lovers that is just, ridiculous. Okay, and we can see why Tiger Woods had such large appetites, because the ladies were just all over him. I mean, he was just very attractive and very successful and very wealthy, and he just had to say yes, and so he did. Is Harry depressed? Is Harry currently depressed? Is he feeling trapped, helpless, confused? Is Harry depressed? All right, is Harry depressed? Well, incubus, succubus, bad relationship, bad karmic relationship, 12, 13. At home, messages and negativity that can be fighting. Messages of great negativity and selfishness at home. Is he depressed? Is he depressed? Yeah, he's a little depressed. He's a little depressed about what's going on at home. Is Harry under demonic spell work, demonic oppression, and spell work? Because he also seems to be starting to shut down and withdraw. He's not acting like old Harry most of the time. He's starting to look tense. And is he under demonic oppression and spell work? Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Okay. Is Harry under demonic oppression or spell work? Well, the Magi is magical. So doing magic, 4 and 13, 17, which is 5 hearts reacting to circumstances. So yeah, he has spell work against him. Magi is doing spells. Okay, demonic spells. The player can be actor, actress. This can be Megan. Casting out and using the devil. These are very demonic cards, scapegoat and devil. And player, 22 plus 8, 30, 8 diamonds. Yes, he is definitely being affected by bindings and spells. He's witchcraft is being used against him actively. Okay, spell work is being used against him actively. And there was some thinking that, they're always talking about how Megan is cooking, which doesn't make any sense, living in the palace with chefs, cooking for everybody, and they could do a fantastic, amazing job, and they do, I'm certain. So he is being demonically oppressed by spell work very actively. Does Harry think about suicide? Is he fantasizing? I don't think he's a suicide danger at this point. But this is how it works. Like with terrorism, a terrorist attack is committed somewhere, and then immediately the risk goes up that another copycat terrorist attack will occur in very short order because people see what others do, and then they do the same thing, or they do something very similar. Someone who was thinking about committing a terrorist attack, he then feels inspired to go out and do it. Because it's in the news and he sees someone else do it. Same with suicide. If someone close to you suicides, then you're more likely to suicide. So is Harry thinking about suicide? Is he that depressed? Lovers? No, we have the no card. Cup overflowing, 8 diamonds. Okay, well, we got the no card right in the middle. We have lovers and cup overflowing, overly emotional, 1921, and everything. No, he's definitely not thinking about committing suicide. He's definitely not thinking about committing suicide. And I'm not sure what I'm seeing. Either he's escaping into drinking. I don't think he's very happy. he doesn't seem terribly happy to me. So I'm going to say that these are just, mood swing cards where, he's kind of almost manic, a little bit manic, because of all the stress that he's under. And we know he's escaping a bit into drinking, to cope, and he's philandering, and Harry and Meghan have not been living together a lot, so that's how he copes. He goes out and he forgets his troubles, and he has a drink or 10, and he forgets his troubles for a few hours, and he relaxes, and then he gets back into regular life. All right, so what do we have here? What's going on here? Okay, why did he end his life? It appears that there is another woman. There's two queens showing, and this has created a terrible problem in his marriage. And Executioner is a very organized card. So in an organized way, it seems that he may be philandering with a lot of women, sort of kind of a very unfaithful man, not terribly faithful, and this is just creating a lot of problems in his marriage. And so it just became too big of a problem for him, and he just didn't feel that, it's concern, suicide doesn't seem like a good answer. Was he concerned that his reputation would be destroyed? Well, he definitely has secrets in his foundation, and all could be revealed. None of these things seem to be revealed. He seems way ahead of the curve. But yes, he definitely has secrets that he's hiding, and he doesn't want them revealed. But it doesn't appear that anyone, he doesn't have a Samantha out there writing a book all about him and putting him on blast. Is Harry depressed? Is he feeling trapped, helpless, confused? His relationships are not good, and he's a little bit depressed about it. He's a little bit depressed about it. Is Harry under any kind of spell work or demonic oppression? Absolutely. This is very obviously the strongest read here. In this whole spread that I'm throwing, he's very clearly being demonically, magically oppressed on a regular and constant basis by Meghan, it appears. So magical oppression, spell work is being exerted against him on the regular by Meghan. And that may be why the devil is constantly showing up with Meghan, because she's trafficking with low spirits that are fallen. Okay, does Harry think about suicide at all? Because his friend just committed suicide. No, absolutely not. He escapes into drinking. That's not, he's not considering, that's not something that goes through his mind. He just escapes for the moment, through some drinking and carousing. And that's what he's been doing. Otherwise, he has the charmed life, and he just needs to realize that he has options, but he's being oppressed, and he's being limited and oppressed, and spell work is being done on him, and this has been done to me, and it's very devastating, and that's why I finally learned how to deal with it, because it's incredibly real. It's beyond real, and it can completely destroy you and destroy your life if you take the advice, don't give the devil any notice, you're just giving him power. No, this stuff is real, and you have to deal with it. Just like if somebody's pointing a gun at you, oh, I don't believe in guns, and then he shoots you. You have to deal with what's really going on. And he is being oppressed by spell work, actively. And I think he's not dealing with that, and he should. That's your royalty today. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.